Just want to recognize we are an unceded territory of the Cowichan tribes, and we're very grateful to be able to live here and enjoy the land and do what we can to keep the land alive in an organic, biodynamic way and keep nourishing, helping nourish the rest of the Cowichan Valley.
What have been some of the best parts of being a farmer in Cowichan Valley?
The best parts of being a farmer in Cowichan Valley are simply being in Cowichan Valley. I mean, there's a reason why we chose to be here. There's not many other parts of the world that are quite as beautiful as here, and it's a fantastic place to call home.
A little bit about what Cow-op is and how it works?
So Cow-op is a cooperative of local food and farmers. Anyone really to do with the food industry is welcome on Cow-op. And it's mostly made up of people in the Cowichan Valley, a little bit outside the Cowichan Valley as well, but mostly in the Cowichan Valley. And it's a group of people who have like interests, like-minded ideas of where they want to see the food systems go in the Cowichan Valley. So it's a great cooperative and a great bunch of people that work together. Cow-op is totally on the front lines of the climate change and of just the movement in general of local food and food security, especially on Vancouver Island. I'm not from here originally, before anyone judges me, but I'm not from Vancouver Island originally. So coming from Ontario 15 years ago, seeing the differences in food security and the focus on that here on Vancouver Island was very, very interesting to me, and it's a very exciting thing to be part of.
Coming from Minnesota, people often think that I'm from, I grew up in farmland, and that is true to a degree. There is a lot of farmland and crops being grown, but most of it is often just corn and soybeans and things that are grown for other purposes, not necessarily for what you're going to find at a farmer's market. And so that part was really interesting to me, to reconnect to that part of the food system.
And have you found that you've landed in a community that speaks to you?
I do, yes. It's been really great to get to know a lot of the producers by name. I know every single producer that drops off their food here now by name. And I can, when they pull up, sometimes I recognize their cars, and they come in with their bins of produce, and it's really fun to talk to them and just hear what's going on their farm. Or just what's going on in their lives, and both related to their farm, but also related to their family. So it's really nice to get to know people on a personal level. It's just something I've never been a part of before.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you want to say about farming in the Cowichan Valley?
Broad strokes of farming in the Cowichan Valley.
I said there's no greater place to...
Oh yeah, there's certainly no greater place on earth. Like, really.
No.
All you have to do is come here, and yeah.
No, there are. I mean, there are a few places we've traveled, but that are very, very close. But no, we absolutely love being in the Cowichan Valley.
Yeah. Did an eagle go by?
There's some drama.
Yeah.
There you go. They're all running for cover because one person shouted.
Yeah.
There you go.
The sky is falling. Yeah, and we've also certainly seen the resiliency in supply chains of supporting local. When you have a lot more smaller producers in an area, the supply chain is more spread out and a lot more resilient to all these disasters that we've been seeing. So yeah, I just really want to encourage people to support local, that there's a real face and real people behind it.
Keep checking back
that's us.
regularly
Yeah.
for things like on Cow-op, right?
Yeah,
I mean, things change, and I know it's things do dwindle more in the wintertime, but there's a push.
Life is coming back.
It's all coming back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully, you can cut those ramblings
Yeah.
into something useful.
Oh, there's so many gems today.
You're gonna have
You guys
to
are really
play with that a bit.
Midnight drive, E30. The 5-speed shift just like a dream. The passenger seat is empty, but I'll pretend it's you and me. Peach flavored bullseyes, Arizona red eyes.
My name is Jules. Do you want my last name as well too? No. Okay, so my name is Jules. My pronouns are he, him, and I am associated with the Cow-op as a purchaser. I am a food photographer and stylist, and also recipe developer. And I use the Cow-op to source locally produced goods to use in both my photography and in my recipe development. The biggest challenge is finding foods that are culturally appropriate. There's a lot of I think that's the biggest one, is finding things that are culturally appropriate. I have white privilege, but I come from an Eastern European background and a Western European background, and when it comes to feeding my Eastern European roots, I still can't find appropriate foods in the Cowichan Valley. Growers, the farmers are aware of this, and they're like, okay, how can we solve this, and what can we grow to help access culturally appropriate foods? But then when I think about people who are racialized and are coming here because they're refugees or for a myriad of reasons that they decide to live in the Cowichan Valley, all of a sudden they're cut off from the foods of their culture, of their soul, of what their bodies are accustomed to and what they can thrive off of, and are thrown into these situations where they cannot feed themselves efficiently and properly.
I want people to be able to grow food and make a living. Like a good living. Like I want to live in a world where people can be producers, farmers, and food processors, and be able to also like live their lives in a really in a really comfortable way. Like I don't want to think like that farmers should have to struggle because they've chosen this career path. So a lot of times you hear about farmers living below the poverty line, even here in North America, and that seems just seems unreal to me. Like, this is the biggest part of our lives. Like, food is a huge part of our lives, and it would be nice if we were able to support our local food and farmers and food processors in a way that they can have stable income and lives. So that's one thing that's really important to me. And another really important thing to me is getting people more like our customers. Like, I want our customers to love the local food as much as I do, because it's really special. I've lived in Minnesota and I've also lived in Southern California, and there's nothing like what's happening right here in the Cowichan Valley. There's nothing like this, or we have so many really great farms around here. It's amazing.
What's your favorite thing you can get on Cow-op?
Probably the garlic. I have never seen garlic anywhere else like the garlic that grows here. It's amazing.
Have gotten to know like pretty much every one of our producers. I see them week to week and get to know them, get to hear what's going on their farm, how their sales are, what some of their challenges are. And that's really neat. It's just forging a lot of relationships in the valley with a lot of people who are making a lot of the products I really enjoy. And definitely I do get to meet a lot of customers as well. I do some deliveries myself. I do like a Lake Cowichan delivery route. And I have a pretty regular set of customers that I get to interact with. And you know, some weeks I might just drop off their order on their porch and not get to see them, or maybe they'll wave to me through the window, but a lot of times they'll like to come out and have a chat and know how it's going. And we know, like, I get to know what kind of projects they're working on the side, and what kind of art they're into, and what recipes they really like, and they share that stuff with me, and likewise they're asking me about what's going on in my life. And it's really neat interactions for sure.
I think there's an economic imperative and a social imperative to ensure that the people closest to you, like geographically, are taken care of. And that means giving them your money instead of giving Walmart your money.
No, we love the Cowichan Valley because of the community, I would say, as well. You know, we absolutely love being part of local.
It's a really strong, very vibrant local community where people are very, very supportive of local and very supportive of local agriculture as well. So it's a great place to be, for sure.
We just hope people are getting more and more encouraged towards that with all of the, you know, external factors going on in the world right now. And we're here. We're producing food. We can feed thousands of Vancouver Islanders, so we'd like to do it.